You already see the Jacob&Co jeweler locket on the neck. You feel me? Ready to get some neck with the necklace, you heard?
Stop it. Get some help.
No, in all seriousness, this is actually just an old Supreme lock. It's not 14 karat gold. It's not Jacob&Co. It is Supreme. Anyways, what is up, YouTube? Welcome to Live. Welcome to the video. Today we're going to go over the Supreme Week 9 drop list.
Say 7, 8, 9.
Now, you guys already know what time it is. I swear, if you guys have not already liked the video, you're probably not a real one, but please redeem yourself, become a real one by smashing the like button down below. If this video gets 10,000 likes, I will go for one of the Jacob&Co pieces. I'm not gonna lie to you, I really don't want to because that shit's expensive as fuck. So make sure you smash the like button down below. Show some love in the comments. I appreciate every single person who comments first, second, third, and the people who like and comment on the videos where I don't ask for likes and comments at the beginning of the video. You guys are fucking real ones. I definitely recognize that. I appreciate it. I see everyone that is subscribed with post notifications on. I do appreciate you. Now, obviously, this week is gonna be headlined by the Jacob&Co watch and locket. I'm not quite sure if the watches or even if the locket will be available online. If they are, I don't want to tell you guys to definitely go for this piece because it's so freaking expensive. I would just feel like absolute shit if one of you guys went for this piece to resell it and then for some reason couldn't resell it. That being said, usually these crazy, extremely high priced Supreme items do resell. If you're in the premium Discord, I'm not actually quite sure if they're running slots for this item or not, especially since we don't even know if it's going to be online. I'm sure if it's going to be online, they probably will release slots for this item and run slots for you to increase your odds of copying. If you guys are not in the premium Discord, I would change that. Of course, the top link in the description will be a link to the premium Discord group. There are definitely some items that you can make money on this week. It's not the greatest week overall, but as you guys know, I do recommend the premium Discord. Whether you want to get into reselling Supreme or sneakers, especially if you want to get into reselling sneakers, definitely click that top link in the description down below. There's a million different ways to make money from reselling sneakers online. And I think one thing that's so cool about the premium Discord is it kind of gives manual users a better chance and gives them some tools to help them cop, even if you can't afford thousands and thousands of dollars for a Supreme or a sneaker bot. And even if you do not get the most hype sneakers, you can obviously take advantage of things like the Brick Flips channel, which I've talked about before, where you can literally buy sneakers that are on sale from companies like Foot Locker, Finish Line, Champs, etc., and sell them directly on StockX because they're selling on StockX for more. And a lot of those things involve zero risk because if it doesn't sell on StockX, you can literally return it for free to that company. Like I said, if you want to get into reselling clothes, sneakers, anything of that nature, I would definitely check out the premium Discord. Check out the top link in the description. And when it comes to this item, like I was saying, I do not know if there's going to be slots for this item. Of course, you can have slots ran on any hyped item that you would like to increase your odds of copying. I won't know until the Europe release or until it's a little bit closer to Thursday when we find out whether or not this is going to be an online or in-store only. I'm really curious to see how they do this release, but I would not be surprised if this item did have some resale. Will I be going for it? Maybe if this video gets 10,000 likes, but I really just do not want to drop 10 bands on a watch. I mean, it does have my name on it though, so that might be kind of hard. I don't know, man. I honestly might consider copying this watch just so I can resell it though, because there's no way I can justify keeping this bitch. I mean, I already got the locket. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Like I said, make sure you smash the like button down below. In terms of seeing this collaboration, I do think it's dope that they're collaborating with Jacob&Co for this watch and the locket. The reason for that is for those of you guys that do not know, Jacob&Co is a jewelry company that is actually based out of New York, and I believe it was started in New York in the late 80s, like in the Diamond District. But that being said, if you guys are familiar with like late 90s, early 2000s rap, you guys have probably heard of Jacob&Co, or you guys may have heard of Jacob, and he was probably referred to as Jacob the Jeweler. For example, one of my favorite songs from Kanye West, our 2020 presidential candidate. Anyways, from our 2020 presidential candidate, Kanye West, I believe it goes something like, "Hey, Jacob, all these conflict diamonds, don't lie to me, man.
Diamonds is they Jacob, don't lie to me, man."
See, Jacob the Jeweler has been referenced by many artists, Kanye West, Jay-Z. I believe the first co-sign was from Notorious B.I.G. Basically, any huge relevant rapper from like the late 90s, early 2000s. And if you watch the video that Supreme posted, he does talk about how he kind of got popular within that culture from refacing Rolexes and actually creating like bust down rollies. So then he created his own watches where you can actually swap out the face yourself. I think the history that Supreme has with creating that original Friends and Family Supreme Rolex, although I would not put it past Supreme to actually just make a wide release of something that was Friends and Family, i.e. look at the long sleeve box logos they just did. When it comes to this friends and family Rolex, I do feel like it makes more sense for them to collaborate with Jacob&Co because it's a brand from New York and it's been referenced in hip hop culture, and Supreme does reference hip hop culture a lot. I mean, Rolexes have been referenced in hip hop a lot too though, so I don't really know. I think it's kind of a cool collaboration. I do think this watch is not that cool looking and extremely fucking expensive. Now with these watches, I would speculate the retail to be between 10 and 15,000 depending on the size that you get. They have a 40mm and a 47mm according to the product description on the Supreme website. And it's probably gonna be stupid hard to get. With the high traffic errors, I don't even know if it's gonna be possible to manual one of these, but we will not know until we get closer to Thursday's release. That being said, you also have the locket for the broke boys like me. Well, I mean, I'm like next level broke boy because I just obviously made my own Supreme locket, but if you are a little bit more elevated, you know, upper middle class, then of course you can afford this $1,000 Supreme locket. And this item, I actually think has some potential. First of all, it's a super clean necklace. It's 14 karat gold. It's a Supreme piece, also from Jacob&Co, and it's at that price point where I could honestly see this piece reselling. I don't know how limited they're gonna be. This is one of those items that you would have to wait to see, but I would not be surprised if this entire collaboration does resell. But we will see. Now, that being said, we do have the complete drop list. Drops by Jesus descended from the heavens above to literally give us the entire drop list on Monday. Drops by Jay, you are an absolute mother legend. So first off, we got these King varsity jackets. I talked about these in the season preview, and I'm not a fan of this at all. I hate the big King lettering on the back. I don't mind the front, even though I hate the little dots. Like, I don't know why there's an acronym. Like, why put those? It just makes no sense to me. I kind of like the "In God We Trust," although I will say this is the same font that I saw on the FTP 20th anniversary jeans, and I do think Boone brought up a good point about this font where he said it kind of looks like the 100 emoji font, which I think is so perfect. It's like a perfect description. That being said, I still like it personally. I think it's kind of dope, but everything else about this varsity jacket I think is absolute garbanzo beans. Now, we are seeing the leather collared work jacket with a set of matching pantalones. I will probably cop the pants because you guys know I'm the pants god. I mean, I'm literally wearing floral pants right now. Just look at these things.
Look at that. That's nice and shiny.
It looks like your granny's garden all over my inner thigh. And you guys already know what I'm gonna say. Floral paterations are granny hookup essentials. If you wanna hit your local retirement home, you wanna mac on some grannies, there's a couple key things that you need in your wardrobe rotation. First of all, you need knits. Grannies love knits. It reminds them of when they used to knit their husband sweaters, blankets, etc. And it reminds them of a time before social media and iPhones. So you absolutely need knits in your clothing rotation. Another thing that's good but not necessary are corduroy. They love corduroy. That's what they used to drape their kids in. I know for me personally, I was always dipped in corduroy as a kid, and grannies love corduroy. They love those older fabrics. And then the third most essential thing you need in your wardrobe to pipe out your homie's grandma is floral paterations. So if you do not have any floral paterations in your wardrobe, these items are going to be essential if you are interested in piping out some grandmas. Now, me personally, I do have an extensive floral pateration collection, but I always like to switch it up because you never know what flowers granny likes, and for that reason, I definitely plan on acquiring a pair of these pantalones. For you uncultured swine, you Philistine of the sorts, that is Spanish for pants. If you look at the back of the right ass cheek, it does look like it has that little pinup shorty with the Supreme spell out, which is very reminiscent of the FTP graphic that they used a while ago. And then of course you have the jacket. To be honest, I'm not the biggest fan of the jacket. I think the jacket is decent. I do think it will fit all right, but I don't need flowers on my titties. I just need flowers on my cock region and my ass region because that's where I'm trying to have granny look. Now, moving on, we have the Big Stitch hooded sweatshirt and sweatpants. Now, I showed you guys the Big Stitch hat in yesterday's unboxing. For those of you guys who did watch that unboxing, I love you. You are real ones, especially everyone who commented and like I said, I appreciate you guys. Those of you guys that like and comment on the videos where I don't have to ask for likes in the beginning of the video, I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. So everyone that supported that video, I do appreciate you. But I talked about a hat in that video, and a lot of you guys seem to feel my explanation. I like this Big Stitch contrast stitch shit, but it does kind of remind me of the Truies, the True Religions that like the low-key like racist white girls wear. And I don't mean to disrespect nobody, you know what I'm saying? At one point I thought the True Religions were cool. All my bros wore the True Religions. That was just like the style back in the day. But of course people evolve. Charmander becomes Charizard. I do not remember the middle Pokemon. Squirtle becomes Blastoise. I also don't remember the middle Pokemon. You know, as people evolve, they stop wearing those and they move on to Balmain biker denim. But that being said, the rural areas still love these True Religions, these big thick contrast stitch pants, and that's what these hoodies remind me of. I don't really care for the sweatpants at all. I hate the like contrast stitching on the pocket and like the spell out, but the actual hoodie itself, I don't know why. I'm kind of with that black one with the color contrast stitching, man. I don't know, I think it's kind of dope. It does kind of remind me of one of the older Chanel patch ARC logo hoodies. I know that this has an ARC logo, which automatically makes it uncoppable for some people because a lot of people do not like the ARC logo. But for me personally, I kind of like this colorful one, and the natural tone color is also kind of hard as well. I feel like they actually did a pretty decent job with the colorways, and I don't know, man. I'm kind of vibing with it. I don't know what color I'm gonna get. I may get the natural, I may get the black. I haven't decided, but I am gonna get one of those hoodies regardless. Now moving on, you got the bobsled long sleeve. I kind of like this bobsled graphic, but this is just not wearable and not something I'd recommend copying. When it comes to resale, let me just kind of go back a little bit. We do not have the retails yet, so I will go over the resale on my Instagram, the Starlife, THESTARRLIFE, Thursday morning. But if I had to speculate, these hoodies are probably gonna be right around 168. I don't think they're going to be the best item for resale. These sweatpants, definitely fuck no. Obviously, the Jacob&Co stuff, I do think that has the potential to resell, but you have to have like the right buyer. I don't. Not quite rich enough for that. As for the pants, these might be decent hold items, but I don't have much faith with them. I definitely don't have faith with the varsity jacket or the leather collar jacket. So thus far, everything we have gone over, I do not see much resale potential in. And I would say the same thing about this bobsled long sleeve t-shirt. You have the mohair cardigan. This is gonna be super soft. It's gonna feel like your granny's pubic hair. It's also another great granny f***ing essential. It's a cardigan, which is an older style of clothing. It's made of mohair. You know Shorty's gonna take her nice, soft, wrinkly hands and just caress your chesticle region where the mohair sweater border is. I absolutely hate these colors and this tiger pattern. I don't know what the f they were thinking. This would have potential to resell. Sometimes these cardigans do go up over time. You have the small box crew neck, and I will tell you guys, this is not something I'd really recommend copying. I know I was one of the only ones that recommended these small box sweaters, which I mean, I was right about. Y'all should have copped those. I mean, if you guys saw my recent picture on Instagram, you guys would know those things are absolutely beautiful, and you can see the little Supreme texture spout. This is way different than the Supreme crew neck we're seeing right now. Those textured sweaters were absolutely essential, and they are all selling for like $30 to $60 over retail. These I think will sit right around retail. They release these all the time, and this is very standard for Supreme. So even if you do not cop one this season and you want one, you'll be able to get one next season. The colorways will vary a little bit, but a lot of these colorways will probably still be the same. The only one I'd recommend copying if you absolutely need to is maybe that natural one. It looks like they're dropping like a natural creme de la creme color.
This has to be the creme de la creme.
That actually might do well. I'm curious if the box logo will be a cream or a red box logo. Honestly, if that's a red box logo, I might even cop it. All right, we have the chains rayon. This is, I like the graphic, but it's just very like 2010. It kind of reminds me of like old vintage Chanel, and at one point those vintage Chanel pieces were kind of in. This is kind of cool because it has like the vintage Chanel or Versace look, but it also has all these Supreme pieces blended into this chains. That being said, I don't really care for this piece to wear it. And one thing I'll say is right now, especially, a lot of the pieces that resell are the most wearable pieces, not just the hyped branded pieces. So I would not go for that for resale. This oval probably would not go for that for resale. This shoulder like premium tee, I probably wouldn't go for that for resale. Retail on all those are gonna be like $70 to $80. I do like the script logo. I like that it goes over the little sleeve seam right here. That's actually kind of difficult to do, so I respect that. However, that being said, I will not be going for any of these items because I don't think any of them will have much resale. Holy shit, this is a terrible week for resale. Like this, there's like almost no resale. One of the only items I can see actually like having decent resale are these mohair beanies. Like this black beanie right here, I think could see some resale. In fact, if you look at the fall winter 19 mohair beanie, it is reselling, but the problem is that you're gonna have to double cart this with something, because if you pay shipping, if it's the same retail, it's gonna be $40 plus $10 shipping, 5 to 10% taxes depending on where you live. So you're looking at like $52 to $56. Now, if you look at the one from fall winter 19, it's currently selling for $74 to $80 on StockX. So you'll make like what, 10 bucks after StockX takes their fee. Now, if you can get this with a good multi-cart, maybe with an item that you want, I do think it'd be a decent piece. Like for example, I might go for this and the pants. And even then, I'm not gonna get free shipping, and I definitely don't want this World Peace Supreme beanie. This thing is fucking disgusting. That looks like the beanie you would wear if you work at Hot Topic or something. I'm not a fan of these beanies. I also hate how these beanies fit. Because I have such a large dome piece, an absolute humongous cranium with its own orbital sphere, I put these beanies on and then the top of it literally just looks like a small condom. Like it literally just looks like a condom that does not fit, which I don't even know what that looks like because I have a small wiener. But anyways, that being said, I'm definitely not copying this beanie. You have the warm-up pants. They drop these every freaking season. If I have to tell you these are bricks, I really don't know what to tell you. These used to resell. They don't resell anymore. Basically what Supreme likes to do is once they find that something resells, they oversaturate the fuck out of it, and then you gotta shift and something else resells. That's the tricky part when it comes to reselling Supreme. You got the hats. As for the hats, this block hat, no.
No, 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 no.
I don't know why they're letting their preschool kids assemble Supreme graphics, but this is absolutely hideous. You got this script logo. Honestly, this would have done well a while back. Some of these colors still might do well, like the black. That camo, I would not be surprised if it did well. That green back there, maybe. There's a couple of these that could resell, but it's gonna be certain colors and it's gonna be kind of hard to tell which ones. I will say when they first did these script curve rims, they did resell, but like I just got done telling you guys, when Supreme sees that something works, they oversaturate it and they keep releasing it, and that's what's probably gonna happen with these hats. So I wouldn't bank on these, but it would not be a bad multi-car item. And you have these reversible hats. These look like they're gonna fit like absolute dog shit, but it's kind of cool that they're reversible. So I don't know, that's up to you. Not a risk I'm gonna take, but I do think it's kind of dope that they're reversible hats. Like what the f, you could literally just be like, shabam, and then take that bitch off, punch it backwards, shabam, you got a whole new fucking hat. And last but not least, you have these vacuum insulated water bottles. Are these going to resell? Fuck no. If I can get across one message in this video, when something works for Supreme, they release a shit ton of them, and that's what happened with water bottles. Water bottles that used to resell. I would not say that this is going to resell. I will say like the little one that could collapse had some resale, but that's because it was so different from what they've done in the past. They've released these before. Current highest bid is $58, so basically it's going for retail. Unless you're a real hustler and you're selling to your classmates and shit like that, I would not recommend buying this piece. But what are you guys getting this week? What are you guys going for? Overall, I do think it's a decent week, but it's one of those weeks where like, unless you can get your hands on like that locket or that watch, which we don't even know for sure if it's gonna resell since we do not have the retails yet, it's just kind of an iffy week when it comes to resale. When it comes to actual pieces though, I don't think it's that terrible. I'm excited to get those pants. I think the big stitch hoodie is kind of cool. Yeah, I'm not even bullshit you. This week kind of sucks, but I mean, it is what it is. We'll see. Live cop coming Thursday. You guys already know what time it is. I don't like doing live cop videos, but that being said, I already know for sure you guys are gonna get over 1,500 likes because you guys are fucking gangstars, so I'm not even gonna give you guys a like threshold in this video. Live cop coming Thursday. Stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe, post notifications on so you can stay tuned with all the updates. Of course, I'm hoping to drop a trip to the thrift after the live cop as well, so stay tuned for both those videos. Thank you guys so much. Diamonds dancing way harder than the Jacob watch on the Tsukami Half Evil hoodie. As always, much love. Keep living the star life. I appreciate the support from the top and bottom of my heart, and as always, peace the fuck out.